please give a round of applause. Jodie Emery.
Happy Cannabis Day, everybody. And happy Canada Day, although I don't say that with as much enthusiasm. Because as far as I'm concerned, Canada is losing its identity, losing our freedom, losing our reputation around the world as defenders of peace and justice. For so many years, Canadians were proud to travel the world with the Canada flag on their backpack, and people worldwide loved Canada. People worldwide loved the idea of a country that was freer than America, but progressive. One of the first world countries where you can really be free, where you have a vote, where you have an opportunity to work and live in justice and freedom. But it's not here anymore. I would say we lost a lot of that when Mark Emery, my husband, was arrested on July 29th, 2005 by American police agents with the Vancouver police here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where the American government reached in and tried to take all three of the activists involved in the seed sales that generated money for a movement worldwide. Greg Williams, marijuana man, right before me, was one of those three. Michelle Rainey, rest in peace, was one of the others. And Mark Emery took 5 years in U.S. prison in a country he never even went to. He took the 5-year federal prison sentence so that his two friends wouldn't go to prison and so that he wouldn't go to prison for 30 years to life, which is what the U.S. government was seeking. The U.S. government, the agents of evil around the world, the warriors, the warmongers, the destructors of life, the destroyers of freedom, the biggest fakers in the world that call themselves the land of the free, spreading democracy, when they in fact are the most enslaved nation in so many ways, that they have to feed a war around the world called the drug war, which has grown into the war on terror, which we all know is now a war on humanity and freedom around the globe. It began with the U.S. government declaring war on peaceful people, the pot people. The war on drugs began destroying lives and taking away mothers and fathers from their children, building massive prisons across the United States, pushing a drug war worldwide where they drop bombs and kill children. The U.S. government destroys lives, and they destroy lives outside of their country. They've hurt me. They've hurt my husband, Mark Emery. They've hurt millions of people because of this drug war. Peaceful people who have never hurt anyone. Heroic people like Mark and so many medical marijuana growers and dispensaries in the U.S. who go to prison every day in this horrific injustice. But people like Mark and all those who are paying the price are doing so to remind you that you have a responsibility. You're free. You're here today. You can still vote, as useless as it kind of really is. But you can still join a political party. You can still make donations to organizations that you feel deserve it. You can still write letters to newspapers and talk to your friends and come to rallies like this and hold your signs and flags high and say that you're not going to be afraid, that you are going to use your freedom, your responsibility, while others have to rot away in prison. You owe it to them, and they deserve to have you working for them to fight for their freedom and fight for freedom for everybody, so nobody goes to prison for cannabis or peaceful activities ever again. And Canada used to be leading the way. Canada used to be leading the way. This flag up here, some find it offensive. But that flag to me has more meaning than the flag of Canada these days, because we all know we're just another state. Our leader, not my leader, the man who stole the election and rules this country against our will, with our money, Harper, who is just an agent of evil and destruction, who is going to see many of you put behind bars in years to come. that man is evil, and people like my husband, Mark Emery, are good. And you here today participating are good and decent and honest, and you're demonstrating to the world that we can have an open market of cannabis sales peacefully, honestly, safely. Remember to drink a lot of water because it's very hot out, but be responsible in your use and demonstrate to the world that we do not deserve to be punished by any law or any government or any agent of the government, anybody involved in the drug war. And let's remember the country we used to have called Canada, and let's fight for a country that's better than what it's turning into today in so many ways, with the environment and the economy and prisons and policing and war. This government is destroying this country, and today there are military tributes all over, but right here in this spot, this is a tribute to peace. This is a tribute to freedom. This is a vision of what Canada should be every day of the year for everybody, everywhere. Mark Emery should be coming home sometime in the next year. Mark's early release date for the U.S. is July 9th, 2014. That's next July 9th. Mark will be kicked out of the United States of America, kicked back out to Canada. But he also has a transfer application in the hands of the U.S. government at this minute, and we're hoping they approve it. And then the Canadian Harper government, who doesn't really care much for me or Mark, but hopefully they'll approve his transfer home. And in the best case scenario, Mark Emery, the Prince of Pot, could be back home free from U.S. prison, perhaps right before Christmas, but again at the latest July next year. And we're going to welcome him home, hopefully next Canada Cannabis Day, with a big warm welcome and a thank you for all he's done, and a kickoff for the fight ahead, where we get rid of Stephen Harper, get rid of this conservative government, get rid of the drug war, get rid of marijuana prohibition, give medical marijuana access to all who need it, and allow everyone else out there to possess it with no fear of any punishment, because we should be a country of freedom, and that's what we're going to have to fight for, no matter how long it takes. Happy Canada Day, happy Cannabis Day. Thank you to all our sponsors, of course, My Cannabis Culture Headquarters and Cannabis Culture and Pot TV, Vancouver Seed Bank, the dispensary, Kush.ca, but also every vendor here today, all of you using peaceful civil disobedience and kicking in a few bucks to help make this happen. You guys are a huge part of this fantastic event. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here today, and have a fabulous afternoon, everybody. Free Mark Emery and free all the prisoners of the marijuana and drug war. Thank you.
Jodie Emery.